Hey guys, Stephen Cox here, and today I wanted to make a video on the Classic Vibe series by Squier. So this is the 70s jazz bass model. So first, let's listen to how it sounds, and then we'll talk about the pros and the cons of this bass. So the 70s Classic Vibe jazz bass model has a soft maple body. It has, of course, this gloss finish, this polyurethane. The neck is also maple. It's a C shape, and of course, being a jazz bass, it has a really thin neck, so it's very easy to play on it. It has this fancy looking line down the back, and then it's got the 4 bolt-on neck. The pickups are the Fender designed Alnico single coils, and they have the spacing that they had in the 70s. So I believe that means this bridge pickup is a little bit closer to the bridge. The spacing all around is just more like the 70s spacing. So the control knobs are the neck pickup, the bridge pickup, and the overall tone. And all the hardware is nickel plated. We've got the bridge down here, and then we've got the vintage tuners that come standard on most jazz basses. So this bass is a 34-inch scale. The fingerboard radius is 9.5 inches. The nut width is 1.5 inches, and the nut itself is made of bone. And there are 20 frets on this one, 15, 17, 19, 20. So the pros of this bass, my favorite is the tone. It sounds a lot like the 70s jazz bass, and even though it says Squier on the headstock, which I can't get in the picture, it really sounds like a traditional Fender. So I think they did a really, really good job on this one. It sounds like a much more expensive bass. I've actually retired a few of my basses for gigs, and I use this instead when I play things such as weddings because it looks nice and it sounds nice. The pickups being spaced the way they are, being closer to the bridge, gives it more of a biting attack that's kind of punchy and really exciting, and it reminds me of some tones like Marcus Miller and some other bass players of that nature. So I love the tone, especially for slap bass. So now let's briefly talk about some cons. The main cons of this bass are the fact that the headstock says Squier, which isn't really a big deal. It's just you might get some comments about it at shows, which, sometimes it's nice to not have those comments. So if you really wanted to, you could put a Fender sticker over it or something, but I don't mind it because this series is just awesome. So I had to do some adjusting to this bass. Basically, it needed a setup when I got it. The action was a little bit high and I wanted to lower it. So I had to do a truss rod adjustment just slightly because the neck was a little bit too flat. And then the bridge, I had to change the action after doing that adjustment. But it wasn't a big deal, but they don't all come from the factory setup. You're going to have to do your own setup most likely if you like lower action. And the last con is that it doesn't come with a case. So all you get for the $400 price is just the bass. To me, this isn't a big deal. You can purchase an aftermarket case very easily. But if you're looking for a bass that includes a case, this one does not. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to learn more about this bass, there's a link in the description that'll take you over to Amazon. Purchasing through this link does support the channel. And if you'd like the tabs for the bass parts earlier in this video, they'll be on Patreon. So you can become a patron down below. And if you like more videos like these, please subscribe below. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday.